we ain't live yet. Oh, we live? We live? All right. Hey, listen, right? This is me talking to the people because and they be like, everybody going live. Everybody going live. Feel it. So just want to talk to the folk. See, my problem with talking, going live is like for real. Like it's kind of like talking to yourself. You feel me? It's like you feel me. Like it's just weird, like talking to yourself. Like I like talking with people. You feel me? Like I be talking to folks about the different stuff that we be like, what we talking about, like what we going through. You know what I'm talking about? Like the point I'm trying to make is it's not easy talking to yourself. You feel me? So, but what I'm going to do is I'm gonna goddamn me. I posted a video when I first bought my guitar. So I'm about to try this little bit of dope real fast, and then I'm just gonna play a couple little strings that I personally like. You know what I'm talking about? I don't like my background. I got a bunch of bullshit that I see in my goddamn camera, but it's all good though. You feel me? Like I'm just going outside the box. You know what I'm talking about? Like this is just me, just outside the box, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like life is about pushing your comfort zones. You know what I'm talking about? Like, like I'm born in '79. You feel me? Like I've been outside from a long time, so I honestly like what I like to talk about with folk be like the contrast between the generations that we come from and the generation that we're in right now, that we're currently in. You know what I'm talking about? Like this generation, I what I'm really going at is like when I was younger, you feel me? Like I'm 40. I'm 44 to be exact. When I was 20 and whatnot, the 40-old dudes were smoking rocks. When I was growing up, the 40-old dudes and the 50-old dudes were smoking rocks and putting dope in their veins and whatnot. You understand me? And they probably still doing that right now, but I ain't in that crowd. I ain't in that element. You feel me? So it's like I just be talking about the difference between living in that life and not living in that life. You feel me? Like from a perspective of understanding that like programming. It's what we in. All of us is in a level of programming. You feel me? Like I'm a '90s baby. You feel me? Like I'm born in '79, so I'm an '80s baby theoretically. But I became a grown man in the '90s. You feel me? I graduated high school in '98. In 1998, you feel me? Like young men conducted business like grown men. Well, at least the dudes I kicked it with. You feel me? Like niggas went outside to go get this bread. Went outside to go get this money, and we wanted to show you that we got this money. Like you gonna see we got this bread. You understand me? So it's like in today's time, like a lot of us, we getting older. You feel me? Like, how many of us went to the penitentiary? How many of us didn't go to the penitentiary? How many of us experienced all the same uh, lifetime experiences, but how many of us suffered the consequences? Well, I'm speaking for an individual that didn't necessarily suffer all the consequences that were necessarily potentially available. You know what I'm talking about? And honestly, I'm talking to y'all because I personally feel like this ain't no religious type thing, but I'm on my spiritual tip. Man, it was only God. It's only God, my nigga, that didn't have me throwing all the time that everybody else did. You feel me? Didn't have me back and forth to jail like everybody else. Didn't have me, you know what I'm saying, having to reconstruct your mind every time you come out the penal system. You understand me? It's like I'm honestly talking to y'all right now. I'm talking to myself. Just thanking God that I did make some good decisions. I made a lot of good decisions. I made some bad decisions, but I made a lot of good decisions. Shit heavy. Shit heavy, my nigga. Like it's heavy. Like you know what I'm talking about? Like, cause sometimes I feel like niggas don't care about that right there. All we talking about is get to the bag, get to the bag. But niggas is not realizing that the bags that were available are no longer necessarily available. It's new bags out here, but you gotta do new shit to get to it because you know what I'm talking about, like back in the days, you can go outside and pretty much sell anything and pay and talk that talk. You feel me? That's all everybody was talking about in the 80s. They're talking about how all that whole sufferization in the 80s. You know why? Because in the 80s you could sell anything. And you can still eat crabs during the summertime, still go out fishing, and you know what I'm talking about? Take the kids bowling and things of that nature right there. You know what I'm talking about? Man, 2024, man, rich niggas is broke. And I'm talking about more so on the aspect of uh, mentally. Cause like they done diminished the value of money so bad. Like for like what's rich? What's rich? If you ain't making 100,000, you ain't rich. You know what I'm talking about? If you only making 30,000, you a broke nigga. Yeah, I mean 30,000, you ain't balling, but you far from broke. You know what I mean? It's like we ain't got no median. Like it ain't no median. It's like everything is gaslit. Everything is gaslit. Everything gotta be, yeah, feel me, like all the way up. You know what I mean? I don't knock it, but it's my perspective because some people, fuck some people, man. Me personally, I ain't for patronizing to the victim. Yeah, feel me? I feel like it's a whole bunch of passive aggressiveness going on. I feel like it's a whole bunch of um, non accountability. Everybody want to act like you can go out here and go fuck on everybody and do everything that you want to do, but when they do it to you, is wrong. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, hold on, my nigga. Like, how that work? How that work? All right, boom. Here we go. I'm putting myself on the cross. The reason why I'm regretful for some of the things I did in my past is because at the end of the day, A1, I victimized people that I didn't know them, their situation, or any of that right there. And what I did with whatever goods that I got from victimizing them, it probably wasn't even worth my violation. You feel me? I mean, that alone should make you understand, like, damn, I did all that for nothing. Imagine if I went to jail for that shit. Now I'm in jail for nothing. But from the victim's perspective, you in jail for exactly what you're supposed to be in jail. It's like, how do you motherfucker find a better way in the matter of a space that ain't got no way? You feel me? Everybody around you telling you, oh, put that pain in your heart, put that pain right there. Nobody talking about healing your pain. Nobody talking about, you understand me, getting let. If they want to talk about some morale, they got to bring Jesus in it. Jesus say turn the other cheek. But all that sucker stuff they talking about, what Jesus talking about, it's like I'm already suffering from a space of that you're saying is my problem. People are doing things to me, but you're saying it's my problem. And you putting Jesus in my head talking about turn the other cheek. Well, God, ain't I letting them smack me in the next cheek? Am I letting them? It's like I'm just talking to folk about understanding, my nigga. Like there's something in this programming that they've been telling us that's keeping us in the cycle that we're in. And the only responsibility we have as people, black, white, or the other, is you and yours. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm talking to y'all right now, whoever I'm talking to. If it's nobody I'm talking to, then damn, I am talking to myself. You did. But it's all good though, because it's like what I'm talking about ain't for everybody. And what I'm doing ain't for everybody. I'm only talking to select folks. So I gotta practice talking to myself, because for real, the thoughts I got in my mind, I kinda need to cultivate these by myself. You know what I'm talking about? For myself. Because it's like we gotta get past a lot of these stereotypes and get past the stigmas of what they did to us, and realize that okay, at some point in time they did what they did, but we're doing it to ourselves on a loop. You feel me? We're doing okay, yeah, they did something to us, but we're doing what they did to us to ourselves in a loop. That's manipulation. Ain't that magic? How does the oppressor make you hate you? How does the bully make you hate you and love them. How does the molester make the victimized, the person that they're molesting, love them? Hmm. Nobody want to talk about that. Everybody want to act like all these molesters out here was just raping motherfuckers. This is why molesters don't look like everything they did is wrong, because they didn't necessarily rape them the whole time. They convinced the person that they was victimizing that this is a form of love. This is a form of enduring. It sounds real good when you say, when I said the way I'm saying, and it connected your kids, when it connected to your people that you love. Talking about somebody doing something of harm. Man, think about it. That's what they've been doing. That's what they do. They harm somebody else, and then they'll make you put yourself in a position of, do you care or do you not care? And if you do care, then what are you going to do about it? It's like, what? Yeah, that's just, what can I do about it? That's not mine. That's not me. It's a fucked up space. It's like, I seen some old ladies in the park, Central Park, and they was like, honestly, like I I feel bad for some homeless people. You feel me? But it's some homeless. Listen, I've been in New York for a long time. You feel me? I've been in New York 20 years. You feel me? I know some homeless people, some people that be on them trains. I'm talking about real. I was on 7th Avenue in Black Harlem. Understand me? I used to know this one dude. He had one leg. I knew the nigga when he had one leg. Then I knew the nigga still after he had no legs. You understand me? And his whole hustle was getting on the train and getting his money from folk. Okay, he got one leg, but at the same time, the nigga had a whole apartment off of 7th Avenue on like 122nd Street, some shit like that right there. You feel me? Whole crib, welfare, you know what I mean? Whatever, food stamps, whatever, don't matter. But he's still going on train with his one leg. We want to on getting his money. And he going straight to the dope man. Like, like, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? Like, dude, you don't get it, my nigga. Like, we are a part of the problem. We kind of loving the hate. We loving what we hate. I don't know, man. I don't know that. I don't even know if that really. That's the hardest part about talking to yourself. Is like, it's like you just talking. You ain't nobody to bounce back with. But that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I got shit to talk about, and I got shit that people want to talk with me about. I just gotta get comfortable with talking with y'all. Gotta get some people that want to holler at your boy and see me talk about what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Me and like, let's build this conversation, because one thing about it, what we gonna do is get this money. You know what I mean? What we gonna do is get this money. What we gonna do is motherfucking figure it out. And what we also gonna do is make sure that if shit don't go right, we're at least mentally prepared for adapt and adjust. You know what I'm talking about? Because like, my whole point of bringing up New York is like, this New York shit is different. Like, I'm from Virginia, nigga. My name is V.A. Power, baby. You feel me? I'm from Portsmouth. I grew up in Portsmouth. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. You understand me? Living in this New York shit, my nigga. This shit so goddamn weird. This shit so goddamn weird. But it ain't gonna fun. When I go home, this shit be weird. It's like I be here in New York, right? And you got strong ass women, big ass niggas with titties and beards and shit, just walking around randomly. Yeah, this shit, this shit different. But don't get it twisted though. Like, it ain't all that in your face. It's just in your face. It's like it's always available. This should be a lot. But then listen, I go home, my nigga. Yo, you seeing like shit be weird as hell. You see the same strong ass woman. You see the same niggas outside selling crack still. You know what I feel? You see a whole bunch of like people winning. But a lot of the neighborhoods that was like that, like I've been going 20 years, so when I come back to certain neighborhoods, you see a whole bunch of different faces in those neighborhoods that didn't have no other faces. I'm talking about that. Like, how a historically black district hardly got black people owning the property out there, man. You feel me? It's like, I feel like collectively we're proving history to be right. Like, all this like growing up, you heard all the Martin Luther King. You heard this is another thing. But speaking of Martin Luther King, though, how many people actually listen to the whole Martin Luther King speech? Yeah, I ain't got nobody viewing. It's all good though. Maybe somebody see it in a replay or some shit like that right there. How many people actually listen to any of the Martin Luther King speeches? Have you ever listened to the whole "I Have a Dream" speech? I ain't gonna front. See, that's the type of shit I'm about to do. I'm about to put those motherfucking videos up on y'all niggas. I'm about to pull that shit up. I'm about to motherfucking break down some of them goddamn Malcolm X speeches. We need to listen to what Marcus Garvey was talking about. We need to hear what W.E. Du Bois was talking about. You feel me? We need to bring back some of the thoughts and ideas that motherfucking Booker T. Washington was talking about. Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. Hold on, I'm show you. Let me see, cause I got real stuff over here, cuz. Hold on, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? I'm gone. Hold on. See, this is one on right here. Miseducation of the Negro. See, niggas need to know about that right there. Carter G. Woodson right there. Y'all niggas need to know about that right there. But this right here, woo! Can't show that right there. Can't show that right there. Can't show that right there. Hold on, little water. Hold on, little water. I got a book by a dope ass dude though. Hold on. This is my favorite book. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, I ain't even read this book yet. If I read it, you'll see that I marked the lines and I ain't got no marked lines in it, so I ain't read it. This is the book that I just bought. I just bought this book right here. See that nigga right there? Yeah, see that right there? Yeah, check it out right there. You need to, y'all feel me? Y'all gotta understand, man. What am I talking about? I don't know. This is my introduction to the world. This is my introduction to y'all, folks. I am your man, VA Power. And I said I'm gonna strum a little bit of strum. So listen, man. I talked enough. When I do talk, this is the things I'm gonna talk about. This is what I'm developing. This is what I'm trying to cultivate. And this is what I do as my hobby. This is what I do in my spare time. So, like it or love it, I don't give a fuck. Because I ain't got no viewers anyway. What we gonna do is get this money though. Fuck with your boy. You feel me? See, what I understand about being public is that you gotta talk to the public. You can't be biased. Can't be biased. You feel me? You gotta talk to the public. And that right there is an art. And I'm talking about because everybody got bias. You feel me? Like I ain't never been nobody but the nigga that I've been all my life. And everybody don't consider themselves a nigga that they've been all their life. You feel me? So like a person who considers themselves to be what they've been all their life, they really can't see outside of the diaspora of what they've always considered themselves to be, or what's been promoted for them to consider themselves to be. You feel me? I remember we was Negroes, we was black folk, we was African Americans, we was Afro Americans. We've been a lot of shit. A lot of people ain't been but a couple things. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. What we gonna do is get this money though. Hold on. Oh, this is my rock right here. That niggas don't know nothing. This right here. Hold on. Got headphones on, I don't need them shits. This right here. This is this right here. This is what is it? I'm a Capricorn ascendant. So this, what's the Capricorn birthstone? Damn, I had a brain fart. Well, all right. So the Capricorn brainstone, Capricorn birthstone is red. This is the same stone, but it's yellow. And I am a Sagittarius, and my birthstone is topaz. So as a Capricorn ascendant, I like this stone because it's similar to my birthstone, but I understand that the ascendant, the rising, is where everybody see. Everybody necessarily gonna see that I'm a Sagittarius and start talking. You feel me? And the Capricorn that I'm is who I be. That's how I put it out there to the world. You know what I'm talking about? Like I fucks with astrology. I fucks with astrology. You know what I'm talking about? Like you feel me? I ain't telling y'all shit. I'm just saying for those that fuck with me, fuck with your boy. You feel me? What we gonna do is get this money. Open the door. Can't even get shit started. Hey, baby girl. What's wrong?
So what's going on for me?
At school?
Just sent out an email. They tried calling mama. No one answered. I didn't remember your number.